April 10th, 2023. I've done it. I've finally done it. My life's work is complete. If there's anybody who knows a ton about rocks, it's me, Geologist Jeffrey. Spelled with a G-O. After years and years of constant research, I've finally uncovered the top 10 coolest rocks in Destiny 2. Don't believe me? Watch this. To introduce you to my research, we're going to start at the number 10 spot with this big flat rock on Neptune. Now, while this rock might not seem very special on the surface, it is actually very interesting because it is 100% as advertised. It is a big flat rock on Neptune. Very few rocks have that claim to fame. This is just confident in its identity, and I very much respect it for that. This thing definitely pulls all those boulder babes. You know it's got game. It's what it wants to be, and I, once again, very much respect it for that. This rock is 100% a rock. Approved. At number 9, we have this weird looking greenish rock in the Dreaming City. This rock is extremely interesting in an almost like creepy, weird, ethereal way. The way that it fades from like green to white to black, and the brain pattern on its edges is very enthralling. I love this rock to death. Now, it didn't like when it started talking inside my head and telling me to sacrifice things to it, but honestly, it could be worse. This is certainly a rock, and while it has its quirks, like being a demon most likely, it is still very cool. At number 8, we have the 4 pointy rocks in Eternity. These things are just like peak garden ornament. I wouldn't want nothing else inside of my garden. I mean, that's like next level neighbor competition. They're imposing, they're cool, and apparently they emit a substance that is definitely not toxic. They embody Eternity perfectly, being both imposing and mysterious. These are some really neato rocks, and I hope that I can eat the little purple things that they make, because it kind of looks like Fun Dip, and I like Fun Dip. At number 7, we have this plant-infested rock in the Throne World. This rock comes with its own ecosystem. It's like the best buy one get one free deal of all time. Buy one rock, get one ecosystem free. This rock is definitely for nature lovers. I mean, imagine all the little species you can find running around on it, or all the bugs you can find when you turn it over. I wouldn't take it home, because heaven knows how many invasive species are on this thing, but it's definitely cool to look at and go touch or something. At number 6, we have this lumpy rock on Europa. Now, it could be a lump of ice. At number 5, we have this rock in the EDZ that kind of looks like the EDZ logo. Every time I see it, I point and go, whoa, because it's a reference, and whenever I can point and go, whoa, my pattern recognition neurons fire, and then I get like 3 molecules of dopamine for the first time in 8 years. What can I say? I'm easy to please. When a rock's a reference, I get happy. Halfway there, and we're almost done. At number 4, we have this blue spiky rock in the Dreaming City. Now, I know it's identical to pretty much every other blue pointy rock in the Dreaming City, and yet I do not care. This one in particular is my favorite, and you can do nothing to change that. There are like 30 kajillion rocks that look exactly like this one, but this one is very long and pointy. That's it. It's long and pointy, and I like it. I simply do not care for your opinion. It's long and pointy, and that's all I want in a rock. And number 3 is the moon. You can't say I'm wrong. It's technically just a big rock in the sky, and I'm right and you're wrong, and it's as simple as that. The moon's a rock, and I'm right. Yep. The moon is basically just the coolest rock in the entire solar system. While on the surface, it's pretty much nothing but chalk, all of the stuff you can find within it and on top of it are that much cooler, like invasive species, aliens, and ghosts. Moon's haunted, get out there and go have fun. Coming in at number 2, we have this big white cuboid on Nessus. I don't know what to say. Everybody loves this rock. It's basically perfect. I mean, come on, this thing is iconic. The plain of red grass on top that's perfect for practicing those eager edge combos. Mwah! It's magnificent. It's massive. It is a perfect rock. There is nothing wrong with this thing. Now, you're not exactly going to be able to take it home, and yet that doesn't really matter in this case because there is plenty of things you could do here. Plus, you could just put your house on top of this thing, so that's all that matters. Screw taking it home. I'm gonna put my home on it. Again, I don't know exactly how you'd add that to your rock collection, but, you know, you could add yourself to it. However, there is one rock above this. This tiny little pebble on the Cosmodrome. He just makes me happy. Look at him. He's just perfectly pocket sized. I can take him anywhere I want. He's just a little rocky boy. I roll him down the hill, make him sit on my desk, use him as a paperweight. Who knows? What a little lad. You just gotta love yourself a good old pebble now and again. I may have a problem. Anyways, now that that research has concluded, I have some research to do on Shaq. To do with other rocks in this game. Thank you all, and your continuous support is greatly appreciated. Shaq's shirtless.
Your time is up.